My name is Nick Weston. I teach people a lot about foraging, wild cocktail making and everything cooked over fire. I learned most of my skills, I think just growing up. I was just quite a feral kid, lived in the middle of nowhere. I think one of the early things I learned as a kid is when you're kind of out in the woods, everything is a workshop. So there's so many useful things from different types of trees, different types of plants that you can use for X amount of things. About 10 years ago, I was working in London. I sort of found myself with very little work. Just the constant, you step out your door, money goes out your pocket very quickly, and you go, actually, I want to be free of this. I don't want to have to worry about those things. Surely there's a cheaper alternative. So I decided to move back to Sussex and built a tree house and lived in the woods for about 7 months. I think that whole process of canning your job in London and going, you know what, I'm going to go and do this, is a catalyst effect for changing your life and going, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do, but I know it's not what I'm doing at the moment. So I think brave and foolish they kind of rolled into one. To turn your life from dicking about in a treehouse, turning it into a job is something I never thought was possible. I like to be more of a here and a now and think a year in advance. I think that way you're not putting too much pressure on what you have to achieve, which doesn't sound very ambitious, but things change and develop. It was basically just kind of spread yourself wide, see what happens. To turn something you love into a job, it's a hard thing because you don't want to end up resenting it because it is your day job. But I think the thing is, quite often passion overwhelms everything else. It doesn't ever really feel like a job. What makes me happy has changed a lot over the years. I felt when I moved and lived in my treehouse, I thought, that's the key to happiness. You actually realise that your friends and your family are very important things. Doing what you really want to do with your life, regardless of how much money it makes you, if it's something you love doing, you can't ask for more.